Hello everyone, NOD here, and welcome back to the Hawkeye reviews. I'm actually recording the same day episode 1's reviews gonna come out. Hope you enjoy that one. And a day after watching episode 5, which was mind-blowing. Like, me and my dad, we both love Daredevil, like, my mom and my friends, and, like, the people who were watching, my brother, they don't know Daredevil. Me and my dad, once we saw, like, Kingpin in the end. Wait. Well, actually, I'm right in the title, spoilers. Though it is, when I write in the title spoilers, it's talking about this episode, I'm saying episode 2 spoilers. So I hope I didn't just ruin stuff for someone who watched episode 2, like, and maybe 3 or whatever, doesn't matter, 4, but didn't watch episode 5. I'm very sorry. Please don't hate me. So anyway, mind-blowing. Once they said the Kingpin, I was like, oh my god, it was so good. And in the credits, you can see Vincent D'Onofrio. And in the end, by the way, in the end of the end credits, you can also see, like, a big, bald guy, basically Kingpin. Like a shadow in front of New York with Hawkeye and Kate on 2 different buildings, like, small. It's really cool, like, a big, huge. Anyway, it's awesome, But I'm not here to talk about that. Right now, I'm going to talk about episode 2. Now, episode 2 is a blast. It's better than episode 1, in my opinion. And it's so fun to see them together, Kate and Hawkeye. It's awesome. I love that. Like, the whole scene where they meet. And then there's one of my favorite scenes where there's a scene where they're in their house and there's, first of all, Pizza Dog is awesome. Again, this episode, he's like a star, I love the tracksuits. They're hilarious. It's really fun. It was really funny to see him, like, fighting, like, throwing back the bottle was awesome. Also, I'm not sure if we learn it in this episode or not, but I think it's in this episode that we learned that Laura, the mom, his wife, she knows. I don't remember if it's this episode or not, but I think it is. That she actually, it's a nice touch that she knows what, he went through, what he did. It's, like, beautiful because there's such a, it shows how much she loves him, even though he went on a mass genocide. Okay, not just genocide, a mass murder spree, I guess. Even though it was for not that great people, it's still murder. A lot. So, even though that, she's still, like, she didn't judge him in any way. Like, she didn't get mad in any single way. So, I really like that. I do have less to say about this episode. Other than the fact we also get to see Hawkeye, first of all, obviously, all over the episode, you can see his skills. They still exist, everything. You can see how cool he is. That moment in the end where he tells his wife, I'm gonna do the get caught and escape, or something like that. I forgot the name. But then she says it's one of Nat's favorites, which is a recall, if you remember, to the Avengers, where she was, like caught, like, on purpose. So they would spill the beans, whoever caught her. So that was really awesome. And you can see he had skills, but you can also see he's a bit rough around the edges, which is awesome. Now another thing, the Ronin costume. That was painful. Like, just all that was just so painful and good. It was very, very good. I honestly appreciate so much. Like, it's awesome. It's really awesome, in my opinion. Everything they did with that, like, it also symbolizes the suit nearly being burned, kind of symbolizes it. Now Jack and Eleanor both become, no, actually in this episode, Eleanor isn't as suspicious. Jack becomes super suspicious in this episode. Now, I really don't remember whether, no, it was, in this episode. In this episode, there's the butterscotch. Him giving the Armand candy, offering her. It feels like the only issue I have with that, obviously it's very built up the tension, it's very good. The thing I do have an issue with about that, for some reason, it felt too stupid of him. He seemed like he knows what he's doing. Why would he just... It felt like reckless, of him. Like he's estimating her for being dumb. I don't know, I really don't... I think it was too much. But I did love the fencing scene. where she was like proving him wrong, which was really awesome as well. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the fencing scene in this episode. Overall, I truly enjoyed Kate. She was awesome. And I really enjoyed Clint too. It was so sad. It was, by the way, so sweet seeing Nate learning sign language, and overall, just it was so sad, that episode. But it was awesome. It was really good. It was like, felt, again, it hurt, you know, him having to leave his family. It was so sad, the fact that he can't make it. But he's also, one of my favorite things is how, like, of a dad he is, how much of a dad he is to Kate. He's like, oh, you're not doing that, right? It's really awesome. I love his, you know, dad mode Clint. He's sweet, and he knows what he's doing, which is really cool. What else? Again, tracksuits were really funny. The ending, so good. The ending is, because I knew immediately it was Echo, because she was deaf, and I understood that was Echo, and it was such a good ending. It was so suspenseful, and Kate is sweet. She's like, Kate's adorable. She's like so funny, and I love how she's trying really hard. I feel bad for because she is, like, I feel bad for Clint for having the responsibility of her, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, so Jack is extremely suspicious in this episode, you know, with what? Right, with the fencing thing and the butterscotch thing, and it's all, like, very, very on the nose, which I like. It can be a bit better, but I like it. Eleanor goes down the suspicious rate in this episode. She's just not as suspicious. In this episode, she just seems dumb. Like, annoying. I don't know what to say, even. Do we see them fighting together? I don't remember if in this episode you can see them fighting. Right, he takes her to her apartment. The apartment goes on fire. And then, right, she goes, right, the cop calls her, which isn't very, I'm only gonna say the things I'm interested in reviewing. It was really funny, the scene where he's like, you know, I read, like, where he's, like, trying to read about, you know, step parents, and he's like, she wants my approval, and she's intimidated by me, but she doesn't want to get, that was annoying, but it was very funny, like, it just all over the show. Jack plays it in such an awkward way, he plays it, which is really fun to watch. And his mustache is pure evil, I will say this. No offense to anyone who has a mustache. What else? So, yeah, the LARP. That was, when I was watching, I was like, this is super fun. Just everything, first of all, seeing those cops and the firefighters as, you know, playing LARP, and him, like, having to go by the rules, and there was that hilarious line where he was like, what? Like, you should take the potion. No, thank you. He didn't take the potion. Idiot. So that was very good. The only issue I had with that, like, I loved, it's very entertaining, it was very well done, but it was a bit, it felt like they were kind of laughing at it as well, which is something I don't appreciate Marvel doing, you know, laughing at role-playing and stuff like that. It was awesome, but it was, again, it was just a bit, felt to me like they laughed about it, which is what they were. Like, it was funny seeing Clint. It was all really funny, the slow motion with Clint's like walking with a sword, and you can see his skills, you know, taking down people. It was really, really funny. Yeah, that's it for today. I think this was a way shorter video. Like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed. Check out other videos on my channel. I'll see you all again next time. Bye.